Now I will show you how to wind this clock. As you can see, the weight is down almost to the floor, so it will need winding in just within the next 15 minutes probably. So you wind it by pulling down. You can grab this little weight here, or you can just pull down on the string. I'll start by pulling down on the weight. So you pull down until you got some good tension on the string, and then you need to lift up on the main weight string here. So now I pull down again, and lift up. Just keep doing that until the weight is all the way up. You can wind it till the weight is all the way up to the pulley like that. Now I'll move the camera just to show you how that winds up on the main shaft. You can see it's wound up nice and evenly on that main shaft there. And I'll just show you a little bit. I will let it down a little. Now when you're winding, if you lift up the weight a little too much so you get slack in the string, then it might wind up unevenly. Actually, it's not doing too bad. Yeah, it's still wound up fairly evenly on the shaft. Of course, if you lift up on the string too much, it may come off the pulley like that, but it's very easy to just thread it back onto the groove in the pulley. So fairly simple operation. Get it wound all the way up, and now the clock will run for at least 24 hours. And then setting the hands, I'll just make mention of that a little bit. So you set the time by turning the minute hand, and you can just spin it around. Now if you want to move it backwards, you can do that, but as you can see, it tends to want to make the escape wheel spin backwards, which is not, probably won't hurt it if it does it a little bit like that, but you don't want that to happen too much. So what I do is I just grab that wheel. If I want to spin the hand backwards, I just grab that escape wheel, keep it from spinning backwards, and then I can turn the hands. Then I'll mention a little bit about the hour hand. The hour hand here is just attached to this tapered shaft. I'll move the camera a little bit so you can see how that is. Let's see here. So there it is on a slightly tapered shaft, and I've got it fixed in place here, but if it ever gets loose and works its way forward a little bit, see, then it can just become floppy and loose on there. So it's just a matter of pushing it back on the shaft. Now it's important to grab this gear first so you don't put a lot of tension on those gear teeth as you're working it back onto the shaft and tightening it. I'll show you from the front. So if I want that hour hand to be pointing in the right direction, then I will, well, it's really best to go to 12 o'clock. Get the hands both lined up just right. Now there is a little bit of play in the gears, so you just kind of have to get it to where you think they're both pointing straight up at 12 o'clock. And from there, then you can set the time by only turning the minute hand, and then the hour hand follows along. And now the hour hand, since I got them pointed just right at 12 o'clock, now it's pointing where it should as it goes all the way around.